everyone. Today we're going to look at the SPY as well as INTC, the Intel stock. Let's load the library, also download the data. And we're going to look at the trend since early 2020 for SPY. As we can see, the down and trending from the early June, and then has a 1 or 2 months recovery. And then in September, it is just plummeting trend here. It's worth noticing here. There are twice the RSI index below 30, and that may be a good sign for the short-term trading. Besides this looks like the momentum of a downward is not finished yet, and as we can observe from the other stocks, let's also check its daily returns and to see how much variations along the line. As we can see here, the variation actually it grows still, and we can do a comparison later on with the Intel stocks. Let's look at the Intel stocks here. It has a more a downward or plummeting momentum than the SPY index, as we can see here, and the RSI index actually is below 30 for a while, and it is reaching 20 now. It might be a bottom, but it's hard to say, because in the short term simulation or the short term momentum looks like it is still has the downwards trending. Let's look at its returns. As we can see, it has a fairly large fluctuation. Right now it's hard to tell. Let's plot these two together, and then we can see what's the difference for the comparison. As we can see, of course, SPY is a ETF. It has relatively small variations, and we can also plot this together and overlap them. As we can see, the red line, the trend is the return for the Intel stocks, and the symbol is INTC. So in a sense that it has a much larger variations, the magnitude is overlaid on the SPY index. As we can see, the uncertainty is so high, and as the reason behind it is not a simple explanation. And first, it missed its earnings in the last quarter, and its customers are very focused on a few computer manufacturers, Dell, Lenovo, HP, and also its competitors also very active in this area, like AMD. And in the long-term view, some of the commentators say it is fairly optimistic. However, it's hard to tell. The recent mobile IPO thing maybe came too late. I'm not very sure it is a good timing or not. Um, the other thing is the geopolitically. Right now, the Intel trying to occupy or to take over the market. However, if you think about whether it is a market demand or market oriented growth, where is your innovation, or you just want to control the market, and maybe it will end up like a GE, or even worse, like BlackBerry. All right, today that's just my thoughts for today on Intel, as well as the overall SPY index. Thank you for watching.